Hello all, welcome to CodeUp. Today let us solve the Lead Codes daily challenge. Sorry for the delay and hope this is an interesting problem. This is an interesting interview problem actually, to be frank. This is an problem is integer to Roman. As you can see, this is the 12th problem of the Lead Code platform. Hope this will be the ancient problem of this Lead Code platform. Okay, let us dive into the problem. Roman numerals are represented by 7 different symbols. That is I. I is nothing but uh, I, V, X, L, C, D, M. I, V, X, L, C, D, M. This is nothing but 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, 1000. So this is the Roman symbols, and these are the numbers corresponding to those symbols. So what we have to do is we have to convert the integer to Roman. We are given with the input integer num. We want to convert that into Roman. So I have not described this problem fully, but this is the straight away problem that they are expecting. So let us take the example 1. As you can see, the num is nothing but 3, and the Roman for this is I. The num is 58, and the Roman is nothing but LBII, which is how this is 58. L is 50 plus B is 5, 55 plus this 3, which is 58. 1 minute. So this is 58. How it is? L is 50, V is 5, 55 plus this I, which is III, which is 3. So 55 plus 3, 8, 58. So next is 1994. What is the Roman for this 1994? That is M. M is the 1000. CM, that M is 1000 plus CM is nothing but 900 plus XC is plus nothing but the 90, then IV, which is nothing but 4. So finally we are getting 1994, which is equal to MCM XC IV. So this is the Roman symbols. So how we are going to generate these Roman symbols? So whatever the number is given, what we are respectively doing is we are eliminating the largest number which is smaller than this particular number. As you can clearly observe this, what we are doing is we are this is L is 50, so we are see what we are seeing, what is the largest number that is smaller than this 58, which is nothing but 50. As you can see, this 100 is greater than 58. We are not accounting that. So 50 is the greatest smaller value that is lesser than 58. So we are reducing this 50 from 58. So now the left out balance, what will be the balance? Balance is now 8. So the corresponding Roman symbol for 50 is L. Before going to this example, I think no, we can go for this example itself. So okay, balance is 8. So what while processing 8, what is the greatest number that is smaller than this 8? The greatest number that is smaller than 8 is 5. So what will be the symbol for 5? That is nothing but V. And then we have to reduce 5 from this 8, then obviously we get the balance is 3. So what will be the greatest value that is smaller than 3? So the greatest value that is smaller than 3 is 1, obviously. So the symbol for 1 is I, then this 3 will reduce by 1 and it becomes 2. Again the greatest value that is smaller than 2, which is 1, again an I, and it will reduce 1 and 1 becomes 1. So the balance becomes 1, and again the greatest value that is smaller than or equal to the balance, which is 1. So again an I. So as you can see that we have formed the number very simple, very as simple as that we have formed this number. But what let us process this 3 also. So for 3, what is the greatest number that is smaller than 3? That is obviously 1. So we are putting that one symbol 1, and 3 will be reduced by 1 and becomes 2. And similarly 2 becomes 1, and then again it becomes 0. And finally we are forming this III as the Roman symbol. So what will be the base condition? The breaking condition will be numbers greater than 0. We are going to do some process. So but these two example test cases are passing very smoothly. But let us go for some example which is going to conflict, so that can give you a clear cut explanation. So you consider we are having a number 59. So what will be the Roman symbol for this number 59? Let us type and see. Which is nothing but LIX. So this is the Roman symbol for LIX. So for this LIX, how we are going to form this LIX? Let us watch it. Let us do the same process what we have done before. So for this 59, what is the greatest value that is smaller than this 59? That is nothing but 50. So the value for 50 is nothing but L. Okay, we got it. So we are reducing 50 from 59. Superb. Now what is the balance is 9. So the balance is 9. So again, what is the greatest value that is smaller than 9? So the smallest value greater than 9 is nothing but 5. So the 10 is greater than 9, but the greatest value that is smaller than 9 is 5. So if we put 5, what happens? We are going to reduce this now 5 from 9, and the symbol for 5 is nothing but B, and the reduced balance becomes 4. Now what will be the greatest value that is lesser than 4? That is obviously 1 we will think, and we will reduce 1. I will put an I. So as you can see, the Roman number varies. As you can see here, the Roman number is LIX, which we need for 59, but we got a wrong output. Why this happens? As you can see that the Roman number for 4 is nothing but I. The Roman number for 4 is nothing but IV. The Roman number for 9 is nothing but IX. So these are the case where we are actually conflicting. If we have a number 4, obviously we can take that 4 and we can put the IV. If we have a number like 9, obviously we can take the symbol for 9, which is IX, and put it. Why I am coming to say this is, if we solve this example 1994, it will be more clear. Let us consider we are having some intermediate values. As you can see that the values which are closer to 5, closer to 10, closer to 500, closer to 1000, all have some values. Some values with these two symbols combined. These two symbols combined as Roman symbols. As you can see that the CM is nothing but 900. As you can see that XE is nothing but 90. There are some numbers which are represented in Roman symbols by two symbols that represents the greatest value. How the CX 100 minus 10 is 90. How this is CM is 900. 1000 minus 100 is 900. So if we want to compute this answers, we are going to have some intermediate values, which is 4, then 9, then 40, then 90, then 400, then 900. So how many, what are this, what is the size of this array now? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So 13 values are there. Similarly, we are going to generate these symbols also. How we can generate? I. So next symbol is nothing but IV. It is not VI. VI becomes 6. Obviously VI can be formed by that previous approach itself. Only we are handling the cases for this 4, 9, 40, 90, 400, 900. So V, then Vx. Sorry, V it is not Vx, Ix. 10 minus 1, 9. So what is 40? 40 is nothing but 50 minus 10. 50 is L, XL, XL. X is 10 and L is 50. So 50 minus 10, which is 40. Then what is 90? 90 we know XC. XC. 100 minus 10, which is 90. Then what is 400? How we can find 400? 400 is nothing but 500 minus 100. 500 minus 100 is 400. So how we are going to form this 400? C is 100. The next is 500. D is 500. 500 minus 100 is 400. So 400 is nothing but DC. Sorry, CD. CD is nothing but 400. D is 500. 500 minus 100, which is 400. So how we are going to form this 900? So D is 500. 900 is nothing but DM. How? Sorry, DM not CM. CM is 900. Wait, yeah, CM is 900. How it is formed? M is 1000. 1000 minus 100 is nothing but 900. So now we have this array and we have this array. These are the integers and these are the symbols that are mapped to those integers correspondingly. So now with this particular array, let us try to form this particular answer, this particular Roman number. So let us try to do it with the same approach what we have done before. What we are doing, so I will put this. I think I'm making more time to explain this, but it will be worth watching. Okay, now we have 1994. So what is the greatest value that is smaller than 1994? That is obviously 1000. So we can put the value, the Roman value with for that integer 1000, which is M. Now what will happen is 1994 minus 1000, the balance is 994. As simple as that. So what is the greatest value that is smaller than 994, which is 900? So for this 900, the Roman value is CM, and this 994 will be reduced to 900, and the balance is 94. What is the greatest value that is smaller than 94, which is 90? So 90 is nothing but CX. Sorry, XC. XC. So 94 minus 90. So the balance is 4 now. So what is the greatest value that is smaller than or equal to 4? It is obviously a 4, which is IV. So as you can see that it is very simple and it is easy to get this value. get this answer. So we have arrived at the solution. So this is the trick and this is the solution. This is the approach that we can use to use to solve this problem. So now we can just copy this array and let us try to form it. And it is very simple to code. Let us see how we are doing. If I can increase the size, it will be okay. This is the size itself. So what I can do is, this is going to be a vector of strings. I will say it as Roman, and this is going to be an array for me now, and I want to include double quotes. So cd okay, we have found this Roman array. Similarly, we are going to form another vector of integer. This I will name it as values. This is the array for the values, and the size of the array is 13. So what I can do is, I'm finding the greatest value that is smaller than or equal to the particular value. So what I can do is, I can run a for loop from, I can have a while num is greater than 0. I can run a for loop from int I equal to 12, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. If my value of I is greater than num, then I will say it as continue. Or else I can have this condition: if my value of I is lesser than or equal to num, then what I will do is, the candidate, I will name this value as candidate is nothing but my val of I. Candidate is nothing but the index I. So I need another variable candidate. So candidate is nothing but the index I, and I will break from this loop. And I have the candidate. So what I can do is, I am going to form the answer, right? Res plus equal to so the res plus equal to Roman symbol of that particular index, which is nothing but candidate. So it is as simple as that. Finally, I am going to return my resultant. So string res. So each and every time, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to subtract the value of I from my num as well. So subtract the value as well. So it is quite simple. Or else what I can do is, I can put this particular statements here. Value of I and Roman of I can erase this answer. I can erase this variable as well. So now let us try to run the code. It should run properly. Superb, it gets accepted. Let us use the example test cases as well. Superb, it got accepted. Let us submit our code. Superb, it got accepted. Hope you like this solution, and let me know in the comments if there are any suggestions. What will be the time complexity of this solution? The time complexity will be order of, let us say the time complexity will be order of hopefully it should be 1, because it is not that much time complexity. So we can say the time complexity is order of 1 and the space complexity is also not that much big, so that much large. So the space complexity is also order of 1. So hope you like the solution. Let me know in the comments. Let us see in tomorrow's LeetCode Daily Challenge. Until then, bye.